Welcome. I'm your host, Jesse Sawyer, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, Silver Sneaker Flex instructor, and today I have another SilverSneakers yoga relaxation class for you. Although yoga is not necessarily relaxation, because I'm going to put you in positions and forms that might be difficult for some, but hopefully you're going to work on the breathing technique, and I'll show you some adaptive ways along the path of this yoga journey together. So make sure you hydrate, make sure you get physician clearance, and then make sure that you subscribe to this channel to get more just like this. Again, it is a yoga relaxation class where we're going to be working on holding forms for periods of time. And here we go. Arms go down to the side. I'm going to be in the standing position. You can do this in the seated position as well, as it is inclusive. Toes over knees, knees over hips, hips over shoulders, slight bend in those knees, and I want you to roll those shoulders back, right? You're going to retract them, and then I want you to come forward with them. I'm going to touch those fingers here, create a triangle, and then I'm going to roll them back, and I'm going to create a triangle behind me as well, as those fingers go behind my back. So I'm in the frontal, and then I'm in the postural. There you go. So it's a nice protraction here, and then retraction here. Nice protraction, nice retraction. Excellent job. Drop those arms here. And I'm going to lift up that right side. I'm going to come across and I'm going to hold right here. I'm going to tap my left shoulder. I'm going to grab the right elbow and I'm going to pull through. I'm not going to twist at all. I'm going to stay stationary, looking forward, and I'm going to hold this position. Nice, good stretch. Stretches out the entire back side of the arm. Drop it down. I want to lift up that left side. The left side is going to come over, tap that right shoulder. Going to lift up, wave with that right hand, and that right hand is now going to pull that left side. And I'm going to feel all through here, which I definitely need this stretch today. Nice, good stretch to begin our yoga class. And then I'm going to drop it down. Awesome job. Now I'm going to take both up. I'm going to cross them both, tap both shoulders, and I'm going to lift up and extend with a nice good flexion there. Crossover this time. Now left's going to go over right and right's going to go over left. Tap and lift up. Take them back as far as you can. Again, getting good flexion. Some will say extension as well. And then I'm going to drop back and get nice good extension. And I'm going to lift up and get good flexion. Like I'm taking that towel or I'm taking that rug and I'm shaking it off. Nice high. And dropping it down. Taking it up again. And dropping it down. This time I'm going to take them up and I'm going to hold them up and I'm going to lean to my left. Nice rotation of the obliques, right? And I'm going to hold that flagpole. Hold that position. Come back up. I'm going to go to my right and I'm going to hold the flagpole. And breathe as you do this. This is the toughest part of this exercise today. Come back up and rest it down. Shake them off at the bottom. And let's go into some of those forms. So I'm initially going to go into that downward dog just to go into those stretch positions. And I'm going to turn and face this way so that you can see I'm taking my hands up. I'm going to take that right. I'm going to grab that left wrist. And I'm going to push back. And I'm going to hold this position in this downward dog. Excellent job. You're going to be really working the hamstrings and those glutes in this position as you're working on flexion. And then we're going to extend as we come back up. Another way to work those glutes. Right side grabs left and those hamstrings. Again, this is closed chain, and there would be more closed chain if I was holding on to something. So grab a banister, grab a wall, grab a chair, and you can even get lower, like me right now. Putting some pressure on that lower back as well. Nice inhale, nice exhale. I'm going to go to the other side so you can see my left hand grab my right side as I lift up. Left grabs right, and I push on back, and I sink. Again, hamstrings, glute, closed chain. If you're grabbing onto something, feet are nice and flat on the ground. Hold onto that banister, hold onto that rollator, hold onto that couch, hold onto that chair, and get a little lower. Nice inhale, nice exhale. Coming back up again, you're going to take that left and grab that right and push back and hold this position. Excellent job, looking good. Difficult moves, difficult positions. Nice inhale, nice exhale. Come to that front. I'm going to shrug it for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to come up and do a roll. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to come in, nice inhale and nice exhale. And I'm going to go into my airplane, but my airplane this time is going to be left hand out, right hand back with the right leg. And I'm going to be on the balls of the feet. Hold this position. It's more your Superman. Hold, hold. Excellent job. We're going to take your nice inhalation. Nice exhalation. Nice inhale, exhale. Hold again and exhale. Hold this position. Looking good. Feeling good. Hold the position. Nice inhale, exhale. Exhale. And let's go to the other side. Right goes out, left arm and left leg go back, and we're going to hold. Right foot is firmly flat on the ground. You're getting some knee flexion, some ankle flexion, and some hip flexion, and you're also extending that left leg back with that left arm. Hold. Nice inhale. Nice exhale. And same thing again. Nice inhale, exhale. And hold your position. Here comes the gang. You got Lincoln, you got Bentley, and you have Kia. Kia is trying to get into the screen, but she's quite not there yet. Hold. Nice inhale. Nice exhale. And then take both arms back, and I'm going to push palms back and right leg back. Nice, good spread of the legs there, and I'm going to hold it. Good job. Now from here, I'm going to come on up. Exhale, I'm going to push out to the side. So now I'm going to get myself into a Airbus position. Hold. So again, taking that left leg back pretty far. That right leg back pretty far. Toes, heels up. Hold. There you go, your big airplane here. Just a different position with the airplane and there's arms. Nice inhalation. Nice exhalation, and this time, again, same thing, but this time take the left leg back, nice, and take them out to the side. Airbus. Instead of the airplane, we're in the Airbus. There you go. Hold it. Right leg is firmly planted. Left foot is on the balls of the feet. Heel is up. Nice inhale. Nice exhale. Here we go again, pushing them back. Hold. There we go. Good hold. Looking up. Holding this position. There you go. Awesome job. I can feel those in my arms because I'm actually flexing them, right? I'm not just letting them dangle. I'm actually holding them here isometrically. So isometric positions are going to raise the heart rate and they're going to raise your blood pressure. So make sure you breathe, make sure you hydrate, and make sure you come back to the center. As I drop down and I go into my tree pose next. And I hold. And from this position, I'm going to go into my pigeon pose. So I'm going to take a nice inhale, nice exhale. And then from here, I'm going to go back into that tree pose. Now remember that tree pose, that foot can be on the ground or it can be on the calf. So a nice inhalation, drop it into my calf and exhale and sit. Externally rotating that right hip. And then placing all the weight now here on the left side. We're going to go back into that pigeon one more time. Nice inhale. Nice exhale. And sit down as low as you can. So this is going to be one leg. Again, if you need to hold on something, this is a little more advanced exercise. So if you need a chair, grab a chair and do this. It's really going to work your piriformis. Hit some of that psoas and iliopsoas as well. Nice inhale. Nice exhale. And then switch it. Nice inhale, nice exhale into your tree. And then from tree to pigeon. Right side taking all the weight. Again, trying to stay stationary as possible and breathe as I know my sarcomeres are firing away. That is the elongation and the signals to my brain saying you can do this. After about 20 seconds or so, like your body starts adjusting to that neurodynamic and you're going to be okay. Nice inhale, nice exhale, back into that tree, because you're just elongating those tendons, you're elongating those muscles. You are working cognitively to improve the body and the balance with elongation of those muscles. That's why you start getting warm as you do this. Inhale, exhale, and sit. And just naturally, you don't need to do a hot yoga class to start sweating during yoga. You're going to just sweat naturally because you're holding these positions. And again, you're elongating those tendons as you do this because you're putting your body through motions and positions that they're not normally in. And that's why it's great to do. It doesn't have to be this advanced, because this is definitely more advanced and definitely more difficult as I hold. So the goal is to hold for lengthier periods of time. If you hold for lengthier periods of time, then you're going to get greater benefits. But by just doing this with me, you're getting benefits. Exhale. Rest them down. I don't know if we need to do any more. And we'll just circle. There you go. Work on that balance, work on that flow, work on that breathing. Spin them the other direction. Arm circles to the side. Arm circles back. Cross those arms. A little bit of that chest. Take them back to the side. Drop them down. Jumping jack up to the top. Best you can with that range of motion. Key is making some noise. You know she's breathing. If you're breathing, you're an athlete. And if you're an athlete, you can take this class with me. Turn them back up. And there you go. Hopefully